Welcome back to the HoodCast.
The opinions expressed on the HoodCast are those of the guests and the host. They reflect no inference or agreement by Hood Tech Productions or Hood Tech Productions LLC or HoodCast LLC. The information presented on the HoodCast is not intended to offend any race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, or nation of origin. Please listen at your own discretion.
It is now time.
It's time.
Get ready. Let's do it.
What it do, world? Welcome back to another edition of Hood Tech Presents the HoodCast. www.hoodtechproductions.com. This is HoodCast 369. Yeah. Now, time to bring in the crew for this evening. We got William Biggums.
What's up, people? How y'all feeling tonight?
We got Jen E.
Hi, everybody.
Kokomo's not here tonight. He'll be back Thursday. Just us three. We happen to be. What it do, world? What's up, peeps?
Man, the world is upside down,
Yes,
and I
it
do
is.
not know how to hang on.
Yeah.
Hey, one good thing, I got this back. This disclaimer, baby, disclaimer, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, oh shit.
Jen can say some outlandish shit, and we don't have to get in trouble for it.
Right.
So, I first of all, I want to start off the show with a little somber moment. We want to send our condolences out to the victims of the Jacksonville shooting.
Yes.
I mean, I can't say enough about it. I mean, I can't say anything that hasn't been said, but the fact of the matter is, it's just some hateful people in this world, and to these politicians and whoever you are, if you out here spewing hate, you feeding this shit. I don't give a damn if you said it once, or if you're on TV saying it, if you got a talk show, radio show, whatever. You're responsible in my mind because you're feeding that hate. And until we, it's people make jokes and people laugh about stuff, but when you're fueling that kind of hate and you out here making a living off of it, this is what you get.
Yeah.
Same thing for the young lady, the woman Lori, I think she was called, who man murdered her because she had a pride flag hanging in front of her in front of her business. And this woman was somebody who had turned her business into a food pantry for people doing disaster relief.
Yeah. She was also a mother of 9.
Right. So, this thing is not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a hate thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a hate thing.
Yeah.
And his parents knew
Yeah.
what he was up to, and I think they had tried to reach out to law enforcement.
Yeah. And
Law enforcement, y'all got to be more responsive.
This could have been avoided.
Yeah, you can't blame. I mean, you got a single actor doing something, but see, the thing about it is, somebody somewhere knew this dude's how he felt. Unfortunately, they probably agreed with him.
Yeah.
They probably egged him on. They probably encouraged him. He got it in his head, and we'll holler about insanity and mental health and all that.
This wasn't it.
It's just hateful.
Yeah.
People just hateful, and our political climate has contributed to it. And I'm not even talking about the Mr. Cheeto and all that kind of shit. He ain't the first one to get in office spewing hatred, xenophobia, racism, and all of that.
Right.
Probably won't be the last, unfortunately.
Right.
But even your and I'm not gonna say right wing, left wing, whatever wing you're on, we tell jokes on this show, but what we don't do is we don't say things to encourage violence.
Right.
We might crack jokes about the way somebody dance or the crazy clothes they're wearing. I mean, hell, we made fun of everybody that was on the indictment on the last show.
Yeah.
We went through each one of them, called them names, talked about it looked like used car salesmen, all kind of shit. But at no point did we say anything hateful or
Racially
motivated or just anything to encourage somebody to do some violence.
That's right.
We made fun of people, telling jokes. But we're not encouraging people to do violent acts. If you got a show and you got a platform and that's what you're doing, you're responsible for this type of activity. you need to know you are. And I don't know, you can't hold people accountable. There is freedom of speech, but chickens come home to roost.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
That's a fact.
Well, that freedom of speech, that
I don't know.
right there, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't scream fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
You can't pull a fire alarm in a school. So to be able to get out here and promote hatred and violence towards other groups because of differences, physical differences, preferences, political differences, and you know better than a guy screaming fire in a crowded theater.
Yeah.
And you should be ashamed of yourself, and you're a fucking coward too.
Yeah.
You're a fucking coward because you are taking advantage of some people who, these people are desperate too. They've been convinced that people that don't look like them are taking their jobs and taking over the country, and they watched enough news shows to convince them that everybody that don't look like them or practice their religion is somehow evil and out to get them and trying to take their kids and all this bullshit. And you cats with your YouTubes and your TikToks and all of that is promoting this kind of stuff. Y'all making money on this kind of shit.
Yeah, they are.
Y'all literally, you're raising campaign funds on it, and you're endangering people. I don't approve of everybody's lifestyle, but I do support your freedom to have it. I don't approve of everybody's. I don't approve of shit. I don't approve of most people, to be perfectly honest. People pretty much make me sick. Y'all smell funny. Your breath ain't always on correct. And let's just be honest. Most of you niggas just ain't got good fashion. But there's no reason for you to be fucking murdered.
Burns. There you go, boy. I ain't seen that in a long time, though. But there it is.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no reason for you to be fucking murdered.
No.
No, it ain't.
I had a lady get on the train when I was in New York. She got on the train. It was in Chinatown. She rode about 2 stops. Got up, turned around, looked at me, and spit at my feet, and then got off the train.
What?
Now, my first thought was I should grab the door and get out and fucking drop kick your ass up against the wall. My second thought was, you just a sad soul if this is how you're going to express whatever your frustrations are towards me. And we ain't done shit but ride 2 car rides down, had no conversation or nothing. Just the most disgusting shit. You might have some thoughts in your head every now and then, but when you vocalize those and it turns out to be actions like these, yeah, you cross the line of freedom of speech.
Yeah, you do.
That's hate speech.
I think I would have threw a pin in her back of her head when she was walking off.
You know,
Throw a penny.
but let me add something to
Penny,
this.
bitch.
You know,
shot with it.
The shooter in this incident, he decided that he was going to go ahead and take out the trash. He got rid of himself.
Right.
He actually went to another store beforehand and to historically black campus.
Right.
Before all this. Now this is what bothers me. They have a timeline. So he left his house at 11:39. He went to Jacksonville, Duval County. Now, if y'all ever been down there in Florida, Duval County, that's us. That's melanated persons. About 12:30, he pulled in the Dollar General. He came in the store. He actually made a purchase. And then a security vehicle entered the parking lot and he drove away. And then he went to the university, the black university. He put on his bulletproof vest. And this is on TikTok. Student flagged down the campus security. When they saw the shooter, he looked out of place. And it was on from there.
Did they pursue him?
No.
He killed himself.
Listen.
Oh, he came to I thought he went to the HBCU before he went to the store and killed those people.
No, he did not.
Oh, it was afterwards.
It was afterwards. This is what he did. He left the house at 11:30. 12:23, he walked into the Family Dollar store. He made a purchase. He's actually on camera making a purchase. He went back to his car. A security vehicle pulled into the Family Dollar store parking lot. He left, went to the university, put on a bulletproof vest. A student saw him, said he looked out of place. University police followed him out of the lot around 12:59. They flagged down a sheriff's officer saying that it was a suspicious person on campus. The only thing that came about this is Florida gave Edward Waters University, where this happened, $1 million to strengthen the security. And that's Ron DeSantis saying this. We're going to see what happens.
This is after the fact.
After the fact. Now, despite the questionable appearance on campus, the sheriff said there was no firm evidence that he planned to carry out an attack on the university. Now, let me pause here parenthetically. Stop at a comment for motherfucking effect. Y'all got to forgive me this evening. I don't have my glasses. So, you see an inhabitant of the mountain of Caucasus, as I like to call it, cracked coconut boy, put on a
bulletproof vest. And they told the officer this.
And they tell the officer this. And you want to, and he was pursued, but you didn't think he was up to anything. Who puts on the bulletproof vest in plain daylight?
Not only that, in fucking Florida in the heat, who's putting on anything?
Right. And this is a non-melanated inhabitant of the island of Caucasus, also known as a male sapien, putting on a bulletproof vest at a HBCU.
And nobody pulled him over.
And nobody pulled him over.
But you'll see four brothers in the car and pull him over on the way to go play ball.
My son can be out jogging and he runs past a house twice and a lady can call the police. Now, luckily for my son, the cop that came was African American. And he told my son what was going on. And of course, Martha Jean came out the house and she was ranting and raving, having her Karen moment. And he told her, he said, quiet as it's kept, I was looking for you. And she's like, why are you looking at me? He said, I heard you was selling it. So if you sell it, I wasn't supposed who was going to buy it.
Wow. Well,
problem solved. So anyway, this could have been avoided.
It could have been avoided.
Condolences goes out to the 3 victims, the youngest being 19 years of age. There was a standoff that happened.
But there's got to be some training in here. I mean, there's got to be some training. There's got to be some. We keep talking about this shit, some retraining, and I mean, locking up all the guns and taking guns off and banning guns. That's not
the answer.
That's not going to fix the problem. You got to. You're law enforcement. You got called. There's a guy. He's been pointed out to you by the security. He's got on bulletproof vests. Go investigate that shit.
I'm gonna tell you something. Even before all that shit, bro. Even before all that. I think I read one of the articles where they said that he had like a psych eval or something. He had turned himself in or some shit to where like he was mentally challenged as it was.
Let me say
still was able to buy the damn AR.
Let me say this. He's 21 years old. So let me talk about mental health and you being over 18 years of age. Unless somebody goes into a court and says with medical evidence stating that you are incompetent to care for yourself, to get conservatorship over you, or have you committed to a mental health facility, you're allowed to run roughshod. Now, the Brady bill only gives a 5 to 10 day waiting period. So if you're gonna do something, that allegedly gives you enough time to cool off. Let me tell you something. If you really want to carry out hate, what's 10 days? What's 5 days?
No.
There is not a mental evaluation that says, okay, this person cannot have a gun. There are a lot of people running around here kamikaze.
Dude, I'm sorry. I think you need to have to go to the police station and register your gun when you pick it up.
I do agree.
So now, somebody that maybe, run a background. I don't know. It's got to be some way. You can't know who's hateful.
Now, I'm gonna say this. Every gun that he had in his possession was purchased by him, and it was purchased legally, and he had the paperwork to back it up. Now, in terms of law enforcement, America has the worst law enforcement based on other countries. Other countries, Europe, China, Spain, even South Africa, for fuck's sake, they're able to diffuse certain situations without violence.
Well, again, I don't think America has the worst. What America has is unequal application of it.
Yes, we do.
Very
You need to-
biased.
You need to take the bias out of it. But I think this was even more troublesome is that this happened on the anniversary on the March on Washington.
Yeah. And
Was
I
this
think
an
that's
accident
why
or
he
was
carried
this
it out.
intentional?
It was an accident. It was intentional.
Did he intentionally do this on the anniversary of the March on Washington?
I believe
that-
so. They
I mean,
haven't
it was-
found his manifesto yet.
It was like two sides of the same coin.
I haven't read his manifesto. Has his manifesto been released? Do y'all know?
Fuck his manifesto. I'm okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
the manifesto doesn't matter because just like in the Charleston church shootings in 2015, just like this kid who walked into Buffalo, New York and live streamed it,
Right.
the manifesto doesn't matter. The manifesto is hate. I agree with you on that, dude.
Yeah, and the thing about it is you find that afterwards.
Yeah.
And these people are not acting in a bubble. They're in these chat groups, they're in these social groups, you know what I'm saying? And
you know what kills me about some of these social media postings? People like this are able to post stuff and it be in plain sight
right.
and nobody reports it. But I can literally go on Facebook, which I hate, by the way, and say, hey, hit me up and get flagged.
Right. I mean, it's what I'm saying is, like I said, again, it's this unequal application of the law. It's this, our president is talking about white supremacy and all this, but the people in law enforcement clearly are not getting the picture. Y'all are still trying to run with the 1970s, 1980s propaganda that y'all put up about black folks. And I'm not saying that black folks aren't doing some violence too. Every group's got some violent members in their group. But you keep seeing what's happening here, and then everybody go, well, what about Chicago? What about Chicago?
Yeah, Jim's not too many.
This ain't the same thing. Hell, that should be personal shit. That should be them people that in those situations, they know each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even in some of those situations, that shit could have been diffused because you're not gonna tell me law enforcement on the street, y'all know who doing what, y'all know who got beef with who.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you another thing about you talking about Chicago. You ain't gonna see when they shoot somebody, they ain't gonna take their own life like cowards.
Right. But not only that though, but they not walking up in a grocery store just killing a bunch of random innocent people.
Right.
These is one-to-one beefs people are having with each other. It's probably over stupid shit, but still, nobody went to the store and got murdered because somebody else showed up and they just hated the way that person looked. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I can't. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, and it'll bring the show down into the toilet with misery. And I don't want to do that. We just lost Jen, but G-Mac, can we play some music, bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's change the mood a little bit. We're gonna come back.
I kind of figured that's what you wanted to do, sir. Yeah. Just play a little music, y'all. We're gonna have a video break, and it's not X-rated, y'all. It's not X-rated this time.
Do tell.
It's not X-rated.
What is Ricky D's not sitting on top of the refrigerator?
Nah, not this time. Nah, I can't make it happen if y'all wanted to.
No, we don't want that video. Just
Okay.
Oh,
play
no,
something
no,
else.
no.
I'm just
No, we don't.
asking,
We're
you
good.
know what I'm saying? We'll be right
Mama
back, y'all,
is-
right after this.
Mama
Yeah, I'm good.
Think of the elderly.
Think of the L, okay.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers, we rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, we don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, yeah, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah, and we soldiers. We soldiers in the way without the camouflage. On that man shit, ride with the fucking entourage. My lyrics ammunition, lunching at you in a barrage. You better be just like a truck, get the hell out of Dodge. So when it's war time, we on the battlefield like platoon. Master P, we all bout it from the womb to the tomb. Bustin' out the barricades, niggas coming out the trenches. Ain't ready for anything, got the tools like the wrenches. On top of the game now, got this shit in straight command. Know you checking the apparel, in the way we rep the brand. Coming from the land, we was raised up in that combat. I'm talking about the Arkansas streets, made it out of that. It's a fact, everybody's a soldier that's on board. We move and act together, dog, all in one accord. Mount Everest colossal, so we about to do this shit large. My nigga run a tight ship, so salute, Sarge.
The whole clique full of spitters, official hard hitters. Ain't no capping with this rapping, ain't no stopping the militia. You mad? What's the issue? We certified gorilla with a touch of blue nose. We the monsters of the litter. Let's take it back to rapping, bringing fan satisfaction. Them gimmicks a distraction. Over here we bout that action. This is trigonometry, you add and subtraction. Curving all you snitches and your goofy interactions. Line you niggas up, we gon' feed you to the crackin'. I hear your lips moving, but your niggas still slacking. This is Rocktown, we some Arkansas assassins. Critics wrote us off, but now they all on the wagon. We keep them thumpers cocked, spitting fire like a dragon. Niggas think they ghosts, but they spit it with no passion. Rappers wearing dresses and you niggas call it fashion. You thuggin' sucking dicks in a room in the mansion.
We don't camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, yeah, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah, and we soldiers. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, yeah, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah, and we soldiers. Them niggas know we bout to shine bright neon, picking them suckers off a cornerback like I'm Dion. We bout to get it hot just like the summer in June. Got haters scared and shit, covering up just like a cocoon. Like 50 Cent, many men be hating and they still plot. I got that sniper blow when I get to spin the kill shot. We was trained for this dog like we up in Bangkok. That be like what the fuck is going on? What the blood clot? Face muddied on the ground, moving swiftly through leaves. Steven Seagal, we bout to take the rap game under siege. They yelling Mayday, it's over for them. Nah, I mean, we stay connected and we rolling on them like the 18. It ain't the same, we on different levels, two different leagues. No camouflage, but we gon' do this dressed up in the fatigue. The wait is over, motherfuckers. Ryder gave us the nod. It's time to hold our post, player. Every G on the squad. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, yeah, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah, and we soldiers. We don't need no camouflage, my niggas. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, yeah, we still soldiers. We rollin' like an army, my dogs, and we soldiers, and we soldiers, yeah, and we soldiers. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers. We still soldiers, we still soldiers, we still soldiers.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast.
My man, where the concert at?
You gonna go down 3 clicks, or as I said, 3 trees, right? You gonna see 3 trees. When you see 3 trees, you gonna make a right? Then when you see that right, you gonna go down a little bit, you gonna make a left. When you make that left, that's where you gonna see the hibbity hobbity, you know what I'm saying, the waggity baggy show. I tell you.
Listen, back in the day when I was a young fella, son, before Instagram and before I had a cellular, you can catch the nomad, listening to go-go. Loved hip-hop, but back then it was a no-no. Papa always told me black music keep evolving. You know, Lucky Days so influenced by Marvin. So with the hip-hop, keep the bass cooking. As long as we move the people, so real good looking. Me and Prowess Mike out of the pawns and the rooks in. Put the bars in the pudding to show you where the proof's in. It's that native tongue style. Shout out to a tribe called Quest. Oh yes, we DC. Keep it live, y'all. Music is revolution. It might drive you crazy, but if it moves something, then shake it, baby. All the way to Africa, aka the motherland. Niggas still moving that contraband. Catching a rubber band. Shorty gun in the bra, sink in the other hand. Breath smelling rank like Shabba, Mr. Loverman. This is Steve Jobs, so quote on deck. Cause we gon' give them what they don't know that they want yet. We gon' give them what they don't know that they want yet. Shit, so give it to them. Give it to them. We gon' give them what they don't know that they want yet. Yeah. So give it to them. Give it to them. Yeah, priest, give it to them. We gon' give them what they don't know that they want yet. Yeah.
Word to the sunrise, rather less contagious. Another page written for ages. Alert the mages, cause there's magic in the air. For every treble, there's a bass and a snare. So prepare for the top, I could catch a flight of stairs. No luggage, emotions never come with a budget. I'm happy as can be, and your catches the fatigue. Cause it doesn't make the cut when it's erased from the scene. We just graceful, supreme, curators when we create the dream. We integrate, catch the bait, we incinerate, and we flavor with the flavors. I'm a lifesaver. So make a step for the urgency, grab a lightsaber. It's an emergency when I labor with mic pages. So take a knee while we iterate the night raiders. They infiltrate when we innovate, while we vibe in the figure eight like ice skaters. All these tribes is hot butter, they just microwaved it. My city undiscovered, but we validated. Often favored by the school of monarchs rule, who also lead the payment of good intentions, honorable mentions. We carry on traditions like premonitions, and we gon' give them what they don't know what they want yet. We gon' give them what they don't know what they want yet. Yeah. So give it to them. So give it to them. We gon' give them what they don't know what they want yet. Yeah. So give it to them. So give it to them. Yeah. We give it to them. We gon' give them what they don't know what they want yet.
Let's go.
We gon' keep them bumping for life. We gon' give them something so nice. We gon' keep them coming for life. We gon' give them something so nice. We gon' keep them bumping for life. We gon' keep them coming for life.
No, that's not Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant on Ringo going towards, like going to churches. I'm talking about going the opposite direction. Like
Going
you come
the
out your
opposite
mama's house and turn
direction,
left.
yeah.
The church is down there.
Yeah, that's where the church at. We're back,
Yeah.
world. Second segment. HoodCast 369. We back, baby.
Yeah.
No, Zion.
That's
69.
it.
So, back to the business at hand.
For those that's probably wondering who we talking to, we talking to Kogi. He's in the screen. He's just not on the show, but he's in the comments. So y'all jump in the comments and holler at Kogi.
Right.
Coach is
He's
here with
in
us.
our backstage area.
Right now, as we continue with our death coverage for the night, and other, what the hell is them crazy folks doing in the news? As Jen likes to call them, her favorite coconut boys.
On the other end
Male
of the planet.
sapiens.
The leader of the Varner Group, assumed to be dead in a plane crash. And they say they identified some remains to confirm that he did die in a plane crash. Now, we here at the HoodCast have our own theories. Putin got that boy.
I swear.
Putin got that boy.
And he wasn't on that plane.
Either that, either Putin got him or he wasn't on that plane and he faked his own death so he could get up out of here.
Right.
He dipped. He and Cuba with Tupac and B.
You know what? Was that necessary?
Did you see what it left from Russia?
Right.
It didn't get too far. There you go right there. It didn't get too far. Poof.
It literally got over the sea and just.
Yeah. Prigozhin killed in plane crash, says Russia, as allies blame Putin. I mean, let's be honest. Putin has been known to poison his political rivals, not even a dude with a pistol. Like, Putin poisoned a man and his daughter in a park in another country. So if you thought you was going to start a coup inside of his little war and was going to walk away, be like, my bad. Putin was like, yeah, we good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, when I found out about the poisoning in the park, I was kind of like, wow.
Yeah, that's his torture of choice.
Like that was deep. So my thing is this: with this whole plane situation, I don't put it past him.
And he probably, you know how you see in the movies, the plane fly off. He see the plane fly off and shit. The dude probably knew already that I think Putin finna try to kill me.
I don't think he was on that plane.
First. Hey,
I don't.
He probably was on the plane. He probably jumped off that bitch before it exploded.
He parachuted out.
Yep, for real. He probably went low enough to parachute out that motherfucker before.
Either that or he faked his own death. The motherfucker left some teeth and a finger out there to be found.
So, Biggs, for those that don't know, explain exactly who this guy is and how it relates to Vladimir.
Prigozhin, he was a leader of basically a private army that Putin used to carry out some of his dirty work around the world. In Africa, he was also part of the supportive forces for the Russian troops in the war in Ukraine. Well, he got pissed and basically was like, hey, I don't like the way y'all running the war. Y'all got my boys out here basically in a sawmill using us as fodder, cannon fodder, got us running up in here and people ain't trained. They don't have proper, ammunitions. We in here backfilling for your lack of planning. So you know what? Fuck this. I'm taking over this shit. So they had taken over the city. He was like, no, my private army's taking over. Then he was like, matter of fact, we about to circle the block and roll up on Moscow. My man was like, we're going to spin the block on these motherfuckers and come back around. And Putin, I'm about to knock on your front door. Right. Well, halfway there, somebody was like, hey. Belarus was like, wait a minute. Let me squash the beef between my boys. We're going to get this worked out. You ain't got to fight with Putin. Just come to Belarus. Chill out. We'll figure something else. Go and do your little work in Africa and whatnot. And this is we brothers. We ain't need to be fighting like this. Putin, being the Nino Brown character in this situation, was like, no, we good. We good. Man, I know you was just tripping. I ain't tripping over that shit. We good. And then, just as my man was about to get on that plane, he G-moneyed that motherfucker. He turned around and had him popped off. So they claim. So the allies are saying. Of course, Russia's saying, no. Me no speaking the English. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, it's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. But again, if you look at past behavior from the Russian leader, he has been known to, or at least he's been claimed that he ordered the poisoning of his political opponents. People that spoke out against him, people that defected. A man and his daughter were in a park in Russia.
Oh.
And they poisoned them. So he poisoned somebody on somebody else's sovereign soil. You think this dude's above bombing a plane because you want it?
No.
Shit, y'all better watch out. He got button too. Shit.
But here's the other theory though. Maybe dude faked it. Maybe he wasn't on that plane.
He jumped out the plane. He had a parachute halfway there. Hey, if they say that it flew low, and then came back up. He jumped out that plane. I bet you.
He pulled a Wesley Snipes. You think he pulled a Wesley Snipes? He hopped out. He pulled a Schwarzenegger Commando.
On that plane. They watched him on that plane. He got on that plane.
They claimed that they found remains that they could verify was him, which I don't know how you do that in a plane crash. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the 9/11 happened, they claimed they found one of the terrorists' wallet on the ground with the license.
But not his body. Not his bones.
With the wallet, with the driver's license fully intact. They identified the photo. It was on the ground after the plane exploded. But you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. Shit happens. Shit happens. I ain't saying don't happen. I'm just saying shit happens. But anyway, Prigozhin supposedly now is gone. He's gone now.
Maybe.
Hey, I still think he James Bond that thing though. I ain't gonna
think he Mission Impossible that joint? He gonna pull a mask off, this nigga gonna pop up.
He knew he was dying. He got on the plane, right?
Impossible 10.
I knew he did it, but he got on that plane.
Well, you know, he had troops in Africa too. Like, he wasn't no lightweight. This man had his own private army.
Yeah, I mean, he was a big deal.
He was a big deal.
I'm telling you, dude.
But
he was gangster.
Let's speak of something on the lower end. G Mac, darling, please.
Disclaimer, please.
Hey y'all. Hey, well, hold. Give me a second. I got a lot of screens now. Was it?
In another episode of Why You In Them White Folks Business.
There you go.
Thank you, my love. Harrison Floyd, not to be confused with the male sapien Harrison Ford, who actually has some good damn sense. Now, who is Harrison Floyd, Church? Glad you asked. He is the leader of Black Voices for Trump. He is a former United States Marine, and he also ran for a congressional seat at one time in 2019. Now, he is the only one out of the 18 cast of monkeys who did not get bail. Now, there had been a question amongst the melanated groups of persons as to why Harrison did not get bail. Well, Harrison, who has been allowed to burn up in the house when he thought Massa was going to save him, he was listed by the judge as a flight risk.
Wow.
A flight risk. The guy that can't afford a lawyer is a flight risk.
Yes. Right. Now, let me explain something.
Where you going to run to?
According to the complaint in federal district court in Maryland, Floyd refused to accept the subpoena, putting his finger in the face of two of the FBI agents that arrived at his residence yelling, "You haven't given me anything. I don't know who you are." He later called 911 that night, accusing the agents of accosting him. Now, let me pause here parenthetically, stopping at a comma for effect. Accosting. Now, let's just define what accosting is, children.
Please do.
Please.
Okay. G-Mac, once again, my love.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Boom.
Boom. Magic disclaimer.
Let me stop. Nigga, ain't nobody tried to take you.
He thought he was getting rendition.
They ain't trying to take you, Harrison. Them folks was doing their due diligence to the United States government by serving your monkey ass with a damn subpoena because you was in what? Male sapien affair. You decided that you wanted to visit the island of Caucasus. They took your passport and now you stuck there. Hey. Now you may wonder how you end up stuck on the mountains of Caucasus because you was in Caucasian business.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought it was very ironic that of all those people, he couldn't make bail. And did you listen to the judge in the hearing? She said, "You are not eligible for a public defender."
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't understand.
When they always say, if you can't afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. Maybe they determined that he could afford it.
He can't afford it.
But if
maybe they determined that he could afford it.
His way to get out? Because I don't.
Now
think
listen.
in jail.
Here's what's interesting.
I don't think he want to drop the soap.
Listen. He has an attorney listed in Maryland who is Carlos Salvato.
Right.
He does not have an attorney in the Georgia case.
Right.
Now, a lot of people are saying that he has been denied an attorney, court appointed. That is, I had to research this. This is only if he was unable to
afford
afford
an
an attorney.
So he
He
has
can
an
afford
attorney.
it.
He has an attorney, but his attorney can't practice in Georgia.
Exactly.
So you need
Well,
to fire
means
that
he doesn't
attorney.
have an
And
attorney then.
you need to fire. Well, you first of all don't commit crimes in states where your attorney is not licensed to
But
practice.
I mean that's kind of some fuckery though, because if he can afford it, some telling me he don't want to be there because he doesn't look like a guy that wants to be behind.
I mean,
bars.
nobody
You see what I'm
wants to be in
saying?
there.
So by not giving it to him, if he can't afford it and they're not giving him,
Well, see, here's the thing though.
That's just like not reading the Miranda rights, bro.
But do you need it? But do you need an attorney to post bail?
He has the
No,
right
you do
to
not
an
need an
attorney.
attorney to post bail.
But you
He
don't
has
need an
the right
attorney
to
to
an
post
attorney.
bail. Your
You do
grandma
not
can
need
go
an
post
attorney to
bail
post
for you.
bail, G.
You
Oh,
don't need
not
an
to post
attorney to
bail.
post bail.
But
He
I
was
mean, so they
denied
didn't give him no
bail.
bond.
Because he has no bond because he's a flight risk. They took his passports and everything. He is a flight risk.
But the
Like
guy
I
who
said,
owns
That's
a
what his ass
plane,
get for trying to beat
but the
up
guy
on
who
goddamn
owns a
the
plane
feds.
and raised $7 million off his mugshot is not a flight risk.
right.
Yo,
The guy, the guy who owns a private plane,
The guy
has
who has
hotels
Swiss
and
accounts
golf
is not a
courses
flight
around the
risk.
world.
yo, you know, he's mad because he's supposed to be. He has a what is it? One of the PGA Tour things on one of his.
Yeah,
golf
he's been
courses.
banned from Europe. He can't go.
Wait a minute, y'all
In
saw
Scotland.
that. I saw y'all say that, but I haven't found a story to back that up.
In Scotland. Shoot, let me.
I saw somebody tweet that, but I haven't
Well,
found a story
Donald
to back
Trump
that up.
tweeted that. He said that he was banned, but there's no story to back that up.
No, he didn't say he was banned. He said he couldn't go because of the legal shit.
Right. He can't fly.
Oh.
He cannot leave the U.S. right
Yeah,
now.
he can't leave the U.S. He been indicted.
Right. So what I'm saying is, so he can't go, but it's not because Europe banned him. It's because
He's
He
claiming
can't go,
that
but I think Europe
banned
banned him as well.
okay. I
Along
don't know
with
about
it.
that one.
You see-
I haven't
He's
seen a story.
claiming,
That, yeah.
listen, he claims that Europe has banned him, but in actuality, it wasn't Europe that banned him. It was the U.S. and the judge pretty much saying in Florida as well as Georgia, you better not go nowhere.
You better not go nowhere, but keep your ass in the house. When your mama tell you can't leave the yard, you on punishment.
And Koki, you are not gonna like this third segment, darling.
You on punishment. How you on punishment? But I mean, you gotta think about it. They did let him out. He did post bond, and he hopped back on his plane and flew his ass back to the crib.
As long as he didn't fly his ass across them seas, he all right.
So what was
You
to keep
come
him
out with them
from
boys coming
turning?
to get your ass.
So what was to keep him from like turning left and just heading off to the over the Atlantic?
Nothing.
What was keeping him from doing that? The pilot was like, I gotta come home. My wife waiting on me.
No, what's keeping him is, what's keeping him is he's been president before, knowing them SEALs gonna come and get his ass. That's what was keeping. That's what it was.
Right?
I don't know, honey.
Yeah, shit.
Do
I
you
know.
think they
And
would?
he
I mean,
he knows.
I mean, they did go to this crib. They did go to his crib about them documents. So I guess if he ran, if he did actually leave the country, like on some escape, like I said, if he jumped bail, they would go get him.
He know Biden gonna send them boys after him, boy. Them SEALs coming. Shit.
First of all, Biden got bigger fish to fry right now.
Shit, he a
Biden
big fish.
approval rating is falling
He's
in
a-
the toilet.
Because
a
I'm
big
gonna tell
fish.
you something. He's not president in the way that he needs to be
Of
president.
course he ain't. He never been. That's the president y'all voted for, though.
Look at you.
I ain't vote for that motherfucker. Hey, if y'all
You ain't
we
vote for
go
nobody
back,
though.
we can go back.
Let me
on
say
the
this: if you didn't
HoodCast,
vote,
on
you
all
don't
the
have an
HoodCast,
opinion.
and y'all will
But did you
explicitly
vote?
hear.
Did you
Hold on.
vote?
You
Y'all
voted
will
for Trump?
explicitly hear G Mac the Boss say that I said, "What's that movie, Bruce's Millions?" None of the above. I said
Okay,
that
so you
many
didn't vote.
times.
So you didn't vote.
No, I did not.
Then you can't complain.
You don't have an opinion.
Shit, I got all the opinion in the world because I mean.
Well, you know what? I say this much. I know people say if you don't vote, then you can't complain, but you do pay taxes. So
Right.
you taking my
Bingo.
money, I
Okay.
can't say some shit.
Yeah.
Bingo.
You do pay taxes, so I guess you can say some shit.
And I
But
mean,
we don't
come
want
on
to. We don't
now.
want to hear that shit though. You ain't vote.
I don't want to just sprinkle a little bit more salt on the game though, but Donald Trump is having a RICO for ballot tampering. So I mean, hey, who says that shit was? I'm just saying.
I have
really
no idea
worth
what
it?
I have no idea what he's saying. Gene.
I don't
You
either, y'all.
I'm just saying. I
Grand
don't,
Marnier time.
I don't know. I know. And this has been another drunk political analysis brought to you by G Mac the Boss. Jane, we can't hear you.
I'm trying to
James.
find this shit about the about him being
I'm telling you, I still haven't heard anything to validate the story that he got banned in Europe. But I mean, I understand
that is his own version of the news.
His own version. What he wants to say is they won't let me leave because I'm under criminal indictment. I can't leave. But not under 1, you're under 4.
Right.
You're under 4.
Oh no. He's really wow.
He's under 4. Bro, you under 4. And they let you go to the crib. That man is eating shrimp and lobster at his resort right now by the pool with 4 criminal indictments. You know how gangster that shit is? It don't get no more gangster than that. It's almost commendable.
It is.
it's borderline like, ooh, I gotta give you some props on that player. You kicked up that much ruckus and then you go back to your luxurious. I hate to say it though, when they were showing those documents, those rooms, the bathrooms, that shit didn't look too luxurious. It looked kind of.
It really did.
It looked kind of old folks, homie.
It looked kind of old.
It looked kind of dingy and kind of like I said, it gave off rest home kind of vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was expecting a much better bathroom.
Right. And it had a shabby little curtain in there. I was like, man, bro, you ain't got glass doors and shit.
Like marble floors.
Right.
Polished fixtures.
I mean, if you're going to steal documents, I'm thinking they're going to be in a nice room.
Right.
Velvet couches and shit. Gold
it looked like
everywhere.
A torture chamber, didn't it?
Right. I'm thinking it's going to look like that gaudy-ass New York penthouse. Shit like that. Chandeliers everywhere. And they only got 1 pool at this resort.
I know. I found it one pool weird too. 1 pool.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
That's really kind of.
But they always act like Mar-a-Lago was just this massive, this upscale.
Yeah, but when you see that aerial shot, it looked kind of rinky-dink.
It really does.
It was probably dope in the 80s maybe, but now.
And you know what? To be honest, when you see the inside of it, it's very 80s.
That's what I'm saying. It's houses in Texas that look better than that motherfucker.
My house looks better than that.
Y'all niggas act like y'all have been up in that motherfucker pot eating sardines.
I'm just saying, man, from the looks of it, that shit look.
I mean, you know style when you see it though, G.
Like I remember when travel opened back up and the hotels opened back up. I remember going to Little Rock, and I wasn't, I didn't want to intrude on my folks, so I got a hotel. My wife and I got a hotel, and it was dusty as shit downtown River Market.
Which one?
God damn, Jen, I don't want niggas know why I be crashing there when I come to the crib.
Well, apparently you weren't pleased.
I was not. It was dusty. They hadn't cleaned up in quite some time. No. I hadn't stayed in Doubletree since they actually had ducks in them motherfucker when it was the Peabody.
That's the Peabody.
Right, it's still a Peabody?
It's still the Peabody. It used to be Excelsior. Now it's the Peabody.
Yeah, I remember when it was Excelsior. That shit was flying in.
Yeah, it was. Especially when you go party on top of the roof. Boy, I've been thrown up against every wall in there.
But what I'm saying, it was dusty in there. It was dusty. It's like they hadn't cleaned in a long time. I slapped the mattress. I made them change that room because it was dust flying. I was like, y'all didn't clean this room. I understand y'all been closed for a long time. But that's what Mar-a-Lago looked like. It looked like it's an old dusty spot.
Like the Arlington and Hot Springs?
Yeah, but how much that motherfucker renting it out for?
Oh,
that's the problem.
Thousands.
I mean, shit, he making $7 million off a mugshot, so he know how to get his bread up.
Oh, he has cups with his mugshot, T-shirts, pens.
Hey, Trump, can I make some of that money?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. He may not know how to president well, but my man marketing.
He knows how to market.
His marketing. I mean, they are on it.
Now,
they on it.
This is the question I must ask you, crew. Is he going that way?
I don't. Man, he's not going to jail.
He's not going.
Okay.
They might put his ass on house arrest and lock him up in Mar-a-Lago. More importantly, they don't want him to be able to run.
Go inside of a federal penitentiary. No.
Nah.
He gonna Martha Stewart this thing out.
Martha Stewart went to the penitentiary though.
Yeah, but she was on house arrest during the court portion of it.
But she did. How long she do?
Martha Stewart was behind the wall. Like I said, she got more street cred than Snoop.
Yeah, she was behind them bars.
Martha went that way.
Yeah,
she was that way. Motherfuckers' hair.
The show that she did with Snoop was everything.
No, but Martha really went there. You know what I'm saying? She was in there folding up the napkins, showing the bitches how to get their decorate their cells and shit.
and showing them how to crochet shawls.
Thank
You
you.
know, I think somebody trying to get this motherfucker behind bars one way or another.
Well, you see the leader. What was the guy the leader of Biggs told him? You're going to jail.
Oh, one of his attorneys, one of them that quit, was like, "Yo, no, Proud Boy dude."
Yeah, the leader.
I think he was like, "Yo, if all the shit get out, bro, you going to jail."
Yeah,
He was looking like, "No, you're going to jail."
right.
Because you've been sentenced, my friend.
He
I mean, I don't even understand why people stand next to old dude. Like, bro, you stand next to this dude, you go to jail.
Right.
You go to the mall with this dude, you go to
We
jail.
were having a conversation at the office. I had to go into the office this morning, and you know how you have that melanated huddle with the one token Caucasian. And how ironic is it that you can be an attorney for somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to,
Dude.
you go
I
to.
knew
Like,
Rudy was going.
I would be
When
pissed.
people was just whispering, "Oh, Donald Trump should go to jail." Rudy going right behind him. I knew that.
Rudy is not gonna make it out alive. I'm
Man,
telling
y'all
you.
think Rudy? You think they really gonna lock Rudy up?
Man,
Man,
I mean, he been
Rudy
disbarred.
first.
He been disgraced. He got the hair dye coming down. That meme is gonna live long past when he's gone.
I swear.
all of them old as crud though. All of them.
But I mean, Michael Cohen should have showed everybody the light. Mike, but you know what? Mike did his time like a man. He got out on some slick shit, COVID, but he did go. But he ratted like a motherfucker too. But here's the thing: you had him rat, and Trump was an unnamed co-defendant, co-spirit, whatever, fucking his shit, and he still ain't do no time.
But Trump didn't get.
Trump used Cohen as the middleman.
I know.
He slid him the
but-
100, had him slide the money to the little porn star lady. But Michael said, like, yeah, I did this for him. And they was like, did you though? Did you really? I mean, I know you say you did, but was he in the room? You got pictures?
Maybe.
I tell you what, we just gonna lock your bitch ass up.
Right.
And then tra-la-la-la. I mean, dude is like he's like shoots and ladders game. He just keep moving along the board, shit keep falling and sliding, and he just keep on going.
Right.
But now these 19 people, somebody is gonna help them connect the dots. Now you know Mark Meadows he's pressing right now to get his shit moved to the feds. And then the talking heads seem to think it's because he's cooperating with the feds. And he's like, if I'm cooperating with the feds, then I shouldn't be getting brought up on state charges. Can't y'all supersede them and get me out of this shit?
Right.
Meanwhile, the feds is like, well, I mean, we could.
But for old girl who
What are you gonna do for her?
say, "Oh, we can wait till the primaries to start this trial," that is hilarious to me.
Are you talking about the judge in Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
I keep forgetting about her, but okay. We got bench Karen out here she doing too much.
Is this motherfucker still running?
Oh, he's still running. He's still campaigning. He's still raising money.
He's not gonna not run.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna. He's not. But listen,
So I
it'll
guess
be
you can
2025,
run,
and he'll
there's
still be
no
running.
hope that there's no way in hell they're gonna let
But if
him.
he's found guilty, he cannot become president.
But you know what? There's been some debate about that too.
Yeah, they're saying
Gotta
that there's
be
some kind of
fucking
loophole.
shitting me.
I mean, dude, think about it this way. There are jobs in this area, in the metro area, that if you want to work those jobs, you got to go through a full background check and get a secret clearance.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to do that to run for president.
Nope.
And apparently your kids and in-laws can come in there and see secret information without getting a full clearance either.
Yep.
But you can't go serve fucking dinner at the Pentagon. you can't even work at the cafeteria without getting
Right.
something. A full
You
at least
can't
a
even
full
be a White
background
House
check.
page without a full security clearance.
Bro, you can't do. I mean, there's a lot of shit you can't do.
Check this out. Miles worked as a page, state capitol.
Right.
He
Got
was
to get a background
16
check.
years old. You would be surprised at how much paperwork I had to fill out as his parent for him to have clearance at 16.
I would not. I have had to fill out.
And
quite
that
a
was
bit of
just for the
paperwork
summer.
Yo, it's no. I'm not what I'm saying. I mean, just the amount of stuff you have to go through to be an intern.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can run for president Hell, you can run for Congress and completely lie about everything, Mr. Santos. I'm looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody checked none of that shit. And the crazy part is,
don't just mention Santos. Mention old boy that we done found out he been a drag queen. He had a pyramid scheme.
That's Santos.
Yeah.
That's Santos.
Yeah.
He said drag queen, pyramid scheme. That's a bar. I thought you was about to spit the hot heat right there. But
yeah,
no,
you know, my 101
you got.
ways
I forgot the
ways.
other guy. He's a congressman. He's like one of the wealthiest congressmen because he basically does stock trades on the shit legislation that he's overseeing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a whole funky pot, and the reason why they're mad at Trump because he exposed a lot of that shit. And again, I'm not a Trump supporter in any one way whatsoever. I'm just pointing out the fact that he's pointing out a lot of the hypocrisy, and they get mad at him because he's like the musician that keeps running around telling everybody how the tricks are done.
Right.
So all the other magicians are mad. And like, man, could you just, get your money and be quiet? He like, I gotta fuck it up for everybody. Because he couldn't just go in, get his money up, and roll out. He was like, I like this. For the first time in my life, people actually have to pay attention to me. I'm really in charge.
But people were paying attention to him.
I mean, that Apprentice, man, I'm telling you, the fame he got off the Apprentice, because he's always hung around with celebrities.
But you know what? He thinks this whole thing is The Apprentice, though. If you just think about the way he's acting.
Yeah.
No, I mean, early on, yeah, I think he thought it was some bullshit, but I think by now he's come to the conclusion that this is not a game.
Right.
This is not a game. This is not a game. All right, y'all, let's play some music, some videos, some other shit.
And we come back with foolishness.
Some more foolishness.
We'll be right back, y'all, right after this 35 segment.
Hood Tech presents the HoodCast.
Never thought I'd be the one standing next to you, babe. I'll try to give you all I've got. If you gave me a chance, I'm proved to be a better man. Girl, your kisses give me butterflies inside. Don't keep me waiting, babe. Don't want my love to fade. I get this crazy feeling when you come around. Gotta keep that same energy. Don't stray away from me. Can you pull me close to you? Can you teach me something new? Love it when you give it to me, but you get nervous. Oh, baby, 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 you're all that I imagine. The scent of your cologne puts me in the zone. You're the river I would chase, no making up replace. Your kisses give me butterflies inside. Won't keep you waiting, babe. Don't want our love to fade. I get this crazy feeling when you come around. Gotta keep that same energy. Don't stray away from me. Can you pull me close to you? Can you teach me something new? Come on now, baby. You know you got me crazy. Love it when you give it to me, but you get nervous.
Record labels are
inclined to keep us as dumb as possible. They know that if we get to communicating and putting our heads together and comparing notes, we're gonna figure out some shit real fast. They also know that if we get on the same page, it's a chance that we could unionize. They really don't want that. They don't want rappers united. They don't want artists united. They want division. Because divided they can conquer.
I got a question for the whole world. How we go from paradise to this cold world? We sick and twisted, never knowing what tomorrow brings. We kill each other, risk it all for these petty things. Meanwhile, bioweapons being let loose. They think they slick with that 5G neck noose. On top of that, they got us all drinking dirty water. Desensitized kings and queens headed for a slaughter. Prophets warn us they get martyred, but we never listen. Record labels got these youngins going straight to prison. Now picture this, every day I see a man die. So how we living in this world where no men cry? We sick of Nazis and you crooked ass racist cops. My people still traumatized cause it never stops. The 1% know how we feel, fuck that orange guy. Pedophiles, traffic kids, politicians lie. Open your eyes, motherfucker. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just. My nigga, stop what you doing, come and take a listen. The awakening is happening while rappers dissing. America is in the space age death spiral. Now here I am, my ascension about to go viral. Everybody wanna stay sleep. It's fucking sad, everybody wanna stay sheep. Now peep the game, Run DeSantis is a white supremacist. Out here banning everything, he's scared of black genius. Human beings being fucked by these politicians. In every city, poor people stocking ammunition. It's time for truth, it's time to think and take this thing higher. Cause if we don't, we all burn in it like a fire. A bunch of planets on the way, but they don't never show it. When them poles start to shift, we'll all know it. It's up to you and you and you, so what you gon' do? Free your mind or else these motherfuckers own you. You better wake your ass up. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just. Fuck all the negativity and the latest drama. You vibe low, you die slow. I put that on my mama. Now everybody wanna gang bang. That shit that Trump and Biden doing, that's the same thing. And meanwhile, news channels talk of UFOs. I see a bunch of married rappers still being hoes. Don't get it twisted, Biden's son out here snorting coke. They got that money for Ukraine, but we still broke. May God set us all free from them old ways. We the ones that they spoke of in the last days. I'm a rapper, motivator, king, OG. I've been a legend in my city, but I'm low-key. I'm tapped in, sitting in London out to Cape Town. The Philippines, Amsterdam, back to Rocktown. I'm a rider, speaking bold, I ain't fearing none. They crucify me like I'm Jesus, but I still won. Get out the way, motherfucker. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. You gotta raise your. Fuck what they saying, just.
He's like, oh no, ma'am. And I'm like, what
we
you
at?
talking about? He said, you will bury my drawers in the yard.
Put that shit in that spaghetti.
Man.
That shit in that spaghetti. Now that's some old Southern shit.
That's
all that
Southern.
shit
That's not Haitian.
all that shit is moving. When
That's
I
not-
put these alerts on my LinkedIn.
Wait a
I don't know how to
minute.
turn these shits on.
He's talking, but we can't hear him.
Now we can hear you.
No, we can't hear G-Mac.
Yeah, but we
Can't
just
hear
heard
me.
you tell about burying drawers in the yard.
Right. You can hear me now, can you?
Yes, my dear, I can hear
Okay,
you.
that shit nasty. Oh.
No, I was talking about how I went out with this
fuck.
guy. I went out with this
See?
guy, and he saw the Haitian flag on my seat rest. And he was like, I'm good. He's like, I'm good. He said I was
saw
trying to
Shadows?
figure. Huh?
You saw Shatas? Shatas, the movie. Shatas.
Shatas.
Shatas is not Haitian, baby.
They
That's
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Oh, yeah.
That's Kingstown, Jamaica. No, that's Jamaican.
But
But
niggas
Shatas
from Little Rock,
is
all
not
that shit's the
movie.
same.
Shut up. But my thing is this: people think when they hear Creole and they hear that you the motherland Creole, they automatically think that I can put a root on somebody.
But can't you though?
I can do a root. I've done that
No,
a
you
couple
can't,
times.
sweetie.
Yes, I can, sweetie.
No, you
So
can't.
I would wonder, with that being said, you're telling G Mac that he can't. So one would assume that you know how to if you can say that he can't.
He can't.
It's called reverse psychology.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm
Reverse
not.
psychology.
I don't want no problems with the spirit world. I'm just saying that
He
for
can't.
you to say someone can't do
Well,
something, it would mean that you
Biggs,
would know
you're
what qualities
asking
it
the
takes
wrong
to do
question,
something.
my sir. Mrs. E, what he's trying to ask you is, why do you think that I can't?
You ain't got the gift to do so.
Ooh.
And when you say the gift to do so,
What
what
the
are
gift
you
You
we
not
talking
referring
have
to?
the inert qualities to be able to open up the realms to even do such a thing.
And these
Oh, we talking
are
about realms now.
qualities to open up this certain realm that you're talking about.
Are we talking
You
like
would-
Doctor Strange level? Spider-Verse? What? How many realms?
Higher. But anyway,
No,
Higher than Marvel? Oh, you tripping? Nothing higher than Marvel.
I mean, come on. What if he was gonna root somebody? It would be very stereotypical stuff that you see in movies. He wouldn't be on any
Throw a chicken
level,
foot at somebody's face.
right? I mean, it wouldn't be anything on the level that I've seen.
Only okay, you know what? At this point, I'm gonna stop playing with y'all because I got enough problems in the real world. I don't need all that extra shit going on. You know? But I was like said, when someone says I'm not a witch, isn't that what a witch would say? It's like,
But no, I'm not a worker of iniquity, so
I'm not a worker. You're not a worker, yeah. Okay.
I'm not a worker of iniquity.
But she is
However-
one of latex and rubber and leather. Now that, on the other hand, so she will work a cat of nine tails.
You know what? I got a new one for my birthday.
Ball and
Tonight.
gag.
But moving on,
Kogi just popped back in the scene. He like, oh, they talking dirty. That's my line right here. Let me get in there.
R. Kelly.
No,
R.
not
Kelly.
Kels, no.
The participants of Surviving R. Kelly
Mm-hmm.
have been awarded $10.2 million for threats made to them in regards of this documentary coming out. Now, what is so very interesting about this is right now on Netflix, they're up to like part 10. Now, how far this thing can go, I don't know. But here's my issue. When is somebody going to look at these parents, pop them upside the head with a wooden spoon and say, why you let your child live with R. Kelly for all these months, let alone come up missing?
And then,
I want to know who's paying the $10.2 million. Ain't R. Kelly broke?
Because he ain't got it.
Kogi said R. Kelly got a raw deal.
Here we go.
Hey,
He getting a raw deal, though.
I'm trying to see how did they get such vivid information. I mean, it's like the shit was like planned or something.
I mean, R. Kelly got more time than people that committed murder.
Right.
Boy.
And the thing about it is
I
that
mean,
I'm gonna say this.
It has been obvious, man.
Y'all forgive me for what I'm about to say. But at the time that R. Kelly was with Public Announcement and he released a song called Vibe. And he said, cute little Aaliyah got it. Aaliyah was 12 years old when he mentioned her name. He married, listen, this man married Aaliyah not using state ID, but a Medicaid card that had the wrong birth date on it. That's how he married her.
Wow.
R. Kelly could have been stopped way back then. But R. Kelly was such a musical machine. Now, don't get me wrong, the brother is a genius. For somebody that can't read or write and to be able to recite a song and have somebody write it down, pen it for him, he can't
read and write?
No, he was illiterate. You never knew
He's
that?
illiterate.
I didn't know that.
R. Kelly's illiterate.
I did not know that.
He probably was he probably can read a little bit.
Read at an elementary level, maybe.
But at that level, when he first came in, he was hot. Oh, bro was.
And I'm gonna say this: there were a lot of people, and I'm really speaking in code because I don't want to expose anything because there are some things that I know.
So you're gonna be on.
She always knows some shit.
I'm being honest.
You're gonna be on 11.
Living in Chicago, having family members that worked in the industry that were close to R. Kelly, the industry helped R. Kelly get away with a lot of stuff.
Oh, of course. Yo, when he was going through that court trial, he was dropping all the hits.
I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why a lot of these folks are talking is because the money well dried up.
Right.
When that money dried up, everybody want to talk now, including his ex-wife Andrea. And sis, I'm not finna get on your roll right now because you sat here. Actually, I am finna get on your roll because see, you tacky. Ooh. And the reason why you're tacky is because you're sitting up here talking about this man hogtied you and assaulted you. But a week after the documentary dropped, you are riding through the streets of Chicago talking about can't nobody else with your baby daddy. But you have sat here and talked about how you earned the right to use the last name Kelly and how he is not paying child support. Your transgender daughter had to drop out of college, this, that, and the third. But then you're blowing him up.
Hold up. You just gonna slide right past transgender daughter?
Yes, R. Kelly has a daughter, Joanne, who is named after his mother, who is transgender now. She lives her life as male.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, the shit you find out on a Monday night.
Yeah.
And, I did not know this. Man, R. Kelly got a lot going on.
R. Kelly
but hold on, back to this $10.2 million suit now.
Who's gonna pay it?
Yeah, but the court awarded it to the victims.
They awarded it to everyone who participated in the documentary, from the producers.
So, is the people who produced the documentary gonna pay it?
Exactly.
Is Netflix gonna pay it, or whoever it was?
My thing is this: it started out on Lifetime and went up to part 3.
Right.
Now we're up to part 10 because Netflix has jumped on the bandwagon.
Netflix don't give a fuck, boy.
At all.
They want some of that money.
Yeah, be honest with you, Netflix, y'all about to be like one step above Tubi though. Y'all been putting some bullshit on that net. I'm like, ugh.
And let me say this: Netflix. I was done with Netflix. You start wanting to charge for extra users. I fire up that Fire Stick and go to that Netflix folder and watch whatever.
Netflix hit me up about that shit, and I just logged on to my computer in the same house. I'm like, dude, it's coming through the same router. Y'all can't tell that? What the fuck's wrong with y'all?
Right.
See, what
Netflix
they was trying to do was like me, for instance. They're trying to stop niggas like me. I've been with Netflix first. I mean,
I did too, but I left it alone because you're not going to charge me extra for running 4 TVs in my house on the same Wi-Fi.
I mean, I still get it. It's all good because my oldest live with me though. But I had them in Little Rock as well. You see what I'm saying? So now I can only have it on one. I think they use your IP address.
Yes.
Anybody else?
Now, and I found out something. I used to be able to finesse Netflix by using my VPN, but now it won't even let me sign in.
I never could get on Netflix with VPN. It's like Disney.
Now I can use a VPN and access porn, bro. But I did that just for research.
I'm gonna tell you this, world.
Y'all worse than Vlad TV snitching on yourselves.
If you on some man trying to get a free shit, the big dogs in the game, they got stuff for your ass. You gonna pay for that shit. You gonna pay. Hell.
We went from R. Kelly to Pornhub, but that's about appropriate.
All right, I didn't say Pornhub.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh.
No, I did.
Oh,
right in front of your mama.
Again, this is the second time that site has been mentioned in Mama Watch. Mama, hold on.
We're in third segment. Coke eating that off the back in the background.
Mama, I did it for research. It was research. It was research. I was testing to see if a VPN worked.
You couldn't try to go to Google or something?
Hush. I didn't want the boys to be able to access it.
So, okay. And then what? 2-3 videos later, attempts later, you realized that.
Hush.
Okay.
Y'all wait, mama.
Hey, mama. All right, y'all. Okay. That just went off the rails. Just that went way off. Way off the top.
I would say free my boy Chaos though, but I don't like niggas that fuck with girls, little girls.
Now, Navy SEAL arrested.
Yeah, so the Navy SEAL that was Robert J. O'Neill, he is the one that was credited with killing the kill shot that killed Osama bin Laden.
Boom.
Yeah. In 2011, he was arrested last week for multiple charges in a North Texas brawl. And he was released on $3,500 bond.
Who picked a fight with a Navy SEAL?
Right.
Who picked a fight with the Navy SEAL that killed Osama bin Laden?
Right.
They probably didn't know. He probably
didn't know.
One of those cool ass movies.
He was charged with a Class C misdemeanor and a charge of public intoxication.
Oh, okay. Drunk.
He was drunk.
He might have picked that fight. But ain't what military dudes do. They go out and get drunk, get in a fight.
But he obviously has an issue with alcohol.
You think?
He had a DUI earlier this year.
Bruh, man, come on, man. These dudes kill people for a living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can't do drugs, so they drinking some shit.
Right. Who says he can't do drugs? Who says
thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And I hope you get the help you need.
You don't fight Marines. I mean, come on now.
He was fighting with some Marines?
No, he's a Navy SEAL. This was a regular civilian who had beer muscles and ran up on him. Dude killed Osama bin Laden. This ain't somebody to play with.
No. You don't even want to cut him off for a parking space, to be perfectly honest with you.
Do y'all remember that Kevin Hart joke where he was talking about arguing over a parking space and the guy jumped out the truck and he slapped his knees? And he told his mama, get back in the car. Get back in the car. Get back in the car.
Listen, all I know is if you out drinking and you get to feeling froggy, check for tattoos, listen to the stories. You might be fucking around with a trained killer.
Right.
Who just gonna
He's just gonna
baton your head real good just for the hell of it.
Not
that
just
is
trained
not what
killer,
you want.
one that, like she said, killed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about a trained killer. They do exist. Everybody out here ain't a little weekend militia boy. Some of these motherfuckers actually know what they're doing, and they don't need a weapon to fuck you up. So, anyway, shout out to him. Hope he gets the help that he needs, and hope he don't fucking do nothing real crazy. And let's get to random statements, y'all.
Already, who first? Let me go first because you don't.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. Hey, y'all, check the merch store out, www.hoodtapeproductions.com/merch. A lot of good merch on there. And not only that, your boy has his own clothing line now. Yes, your own clothing line now. MMA apparel, Mac Mob apparel.
Mac Mob apparel.
Yeah. So I got my own shoes and everything. Polo, I've been rocking with y'all for years. Thank you for the decades of glorious fabric and apparel that I've purchased from you. I kind of contribute to your billionaire status. But I think I'm going to move on to my own shit.
You bought that Ferrari for him.
I think I did.
You paid for Mr. Lawrence Ferrari.
Yeah. Yes.
I ain't paid for shit. I bought mine at Marshall's.
That part.
I'll say this. If you perpetuate hate, expect hate to arrive at your front door. Please.
Yes.
Please
it
stop
would be nice
hate.
if it actually does do that for real. A lot of times.
But please stop perpetuating hate.
Yes.
Jan?
Don't let yesterday's struggles become today's problems.
Oh,
you know what? I saw her read. She looked like she was reading. Did you see?
I was not reading.
Them eyes was doing this shit right here.
I got that from my dad.
Jan is a human hallmark.
Right.
Thank you.
But don't take no cards from her because they got voodoo curses on them.
That was so unnecessary.
Thank y'all world for coming through and watching our shenanigans. We shall see y'all again Thursday.
Coke will be back Thursday.
Yep.
Make sure you back Thursday, Kokomo.
Kokomo be done. He's been in the background the whole time, y'all. So some of the crazy shit we said, he said. We were just the voice with Tokyo tonight. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace, everybody. Have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
Have a hood day.
HoodTech presents the HoodCast. HoodTech presents the HoodCast.